Rebecca here from I Am Montessori. This video is part of the Toy Room project and it is on storage solutions for your toy room or playroom. So in a Montessori environment, everything is on shelves that are at the child's height. So in a 0 to 3 space, you might find shelves that just have one shelf so that a child can crawl to them and still be able to reach all the materials that are on that shelf. And then in a 3 to 6 environment, you might find that they have, 2, 3, 4 shelves, depending on the shelves they've got. And they put the materials where the children in that room can access them. So when I go and do a toy room makeover, which I've done about 40, just over 40 now, after we've done the toy sort, I have a look at the shelving options or the storage space that we have got for the materials that they have. So the most popular shelves we recommend are the LAC TV stand, and that's because they're only $19.99 each, and they come in white or dark brown. They're really good for kids under 2.5 because they have 2 shelves on them, and if you really needed the space, you can use the bottom of them as well on the floor. They're also a good length. They're about 70 centimetres long, which means that you can fit a few of them in and get an aesthetically pleasing sort of visual line with the height of them. So we've got them in our 0 to 3 space, so parents can see the difference between more affordable shelves and then the more expensive handmade ones that we have from Little Sparrow Infant Furniture in our 3 to 6 room. So looking at storage, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you no longer have toy boxes. So toy boxes cause chaos. They are the reason you end up with stuff everywhere. Apart from having too much stuff, toy boxes get dumped when a child's looking for that one thing, that one favourite thing at that moment. They want that green car and they can't find it because everything is in the way. So by not having toy boxes, you can avoid that, and you present things on shelves where everything can be seen at the one time, and you present them in baskets or trays so that the children can take one activity at a time, which helps in the lack of dumping, makes cleaning easier, and the child usually can normalised to the fact of getting one thing out, working with it, and putting it back on the shelf. There are a number of shelves out there. So if we're looking at IKEA, you've got, as I said, the LAC TV stand. You've got the Billy bookcase. Now, some people need the bigger bookcases because they need the storage for themselves in their house. So they might use the first top shelves for their books, and then they might use the bottom shelves for the kids' toys. Or you can get the Billy bookcase, which is about 4 shelves, and it's the height where children in that 3 to 6 room can reach most of those shelves. You've got the Calyx, or it used to be the Expedite. That's your cube shelving that you see pretty much everywhere. Kmart has a cheaper version of that, as so do the Reject Shop. The good thing about the cube shelving is that it actually gives you an individual space. So you put one activity in each cube, which helps you, I guess, control how much you put out. Which is really what you've got to get your head around, is not having too much stuff for each child and just having the right stuff for your child and their age. If you've got multi-age children, I recommend the Billy bookcase just because it's really hard for an 18-month-old to reach the top shelves of those. But your 4 or 5-year-old can still get their stuff from there. You can also get your local men's shed will make some shelves for you. And then if you're handy, we just made 60 shelves for the Hills Montessori, our new childcare centre, out of ply, just from Bunnings. And they work out at about $50, $60 each. Obviously, that's including a little bit of labour, but that's varnished and cut. So what I'll do is after this video, I'll post some photos of shelves and where you can get them from. But I recommend just sticking to your budget and working with what you've got. Sometimes you can get things from Lifeline, Gumtree. It all depends on you, your budget, and your aesthetics of what you're trying to create in the area. After that, then we look at storage solutions on the shelf, so baskets and trays. So for baskets, we recommend the Kmart $3.50 basket, which is it's sort of woven and it's got a flared side. It's rectangle, but they are unbelievably useful for so many things, and at $3.50 they're a bargain. Um, Target and Kmart and Big W all have different types of woven baskets. Um, the reject shop sometimes has baskets, but they also sell bamboo trays on occasion, as do Spotlight. So if you're looking for trays, you can get them from there. And then some art shops and Bunnings have the raw MDF trays that you can just put a lacquer on or paint if you want. Um, and sort of they can solve your issues, I guess, in accessing them. But also we sell trays online, so at iammontessori.com.au, and they're pretty affordable as well. Um, the reason for baskets and trays is so that everything has a place and all items for an activity are kept together. So you might have all the cars in one basket, you might have Lego in one basket, you might have all the cards for a memory game in one basket. You might put your puzzle, I would keep my puzzle in a box on the shelf at home, so that the child's got everything they need there, but in the classroom you might put it in a basket or a tray so that the child can take the tray down and work with it then. Um, but even then, even if you don't have the money for that, ice cream containers are really good, yogurt containers, Tupperware containers where you've lost the lid, all of those can be repurposed, and it's a sustainable way, I guess, of putting these actions um, in play. So they are the basic storage ideas for when you're putting together a Montessori-inspired toy room, or just even an organised play space. It's about the child being able to see each thing at the same time, and not being encouraged to have to dump everything to get it. So you can get that by putting things in containers that don't have lids so that they can see it, and putting it at the child's height so that they've got access to it. All right, I'll post those photos of the baskets, where to get them from, the shelves as well. And if you've got any questions, I'm here all weekend on Skype, PM, or text, so you can text on 0409 649 321. I look forward to helping you through this project. Thank you.